Here's what Nearpod looks like for a student. As I open up a student-paced link, you're going to see the name auto-populated. You can also add in an optional name. One thing that I've allowed my students to do in the past is put a code name here and write their actual name in the optional name section. That's because when their answers pop up on the screen, if they don't feel comfortable with their actual name being associated with their answers, they could put in a code name for their actual name and their real name for the optional name, because the only thing that will show up is the actual name. But when you look through the reports, I need to associate who is code name, with the actual student so they get the credit. So I joined this lesson. This is what it looks like to them. Let's go to my first formative assessment that I added in. As I add this in, I have created, or I have set up one of the options to not allow students to skip any of my formative assessments. That's one of the options that you can select in your Nearpod, tools. So if they try to skip, it will tell them that they have to answer before they go on. So do I know how to add Nearpod from the Chrome add-on store? Yes, I do. Submit. The next question that showed up was you can add collaboration boards. Now, I can add hello and post. The other thing that you can do in collaboration boards is you can add a picture. So it's on Google Safe Search, but let's say I wanted to add a picture of, Captain America. They can add a photo in, and it shows up on the board. Now, as a teacher, I don't have this on right now because it's on a student pace, but if you're doing a live lesson, you can actually approve the comments in advance or not. That way, if you start seeing things that show up that are not quite appropriate for the board, you can delete it before they go up onto the main screen where the other students can see it. Students can also like each other's pictures and comments if they make sense or if they answer the question completely or something like that. Finally, I want you to see an option that I have on here about draw it. So let's say I'm teaching students about a positive phrases. After I've given them some information or we've worked on it in class, then I've created a background where for the draw it feature, I put a background up that's actually some sentences. So then what they can do is they can go through, underline the positive phrases, and then they save their drawing and submit their drawing, and there's that. So that's basically an overview of how to work through, or how students would work through the formative assessments that you put onto your Nearpod account.